last IndyCar race at Gateway in 2003. 219 different IndyCar races with 40 different race winners, 11 different 500 winners, and of course one solar eclipse. You know, I think the chance for Ganassi in a Honda-powered program with a Honda Aero kit, which everybody knows is a bit of disadvantage tonight, they have to jump the starts and restarts if they have any chance of mixing it up.
We've typically seen real fast starts by the Penske guys. You see Will Power. You see the pace right now is pretty quick. So these guys typically want to string it out and get the racing going.
Power in the silver. And we've got a yellow in the back in turn number 2, and that's Tony Kanaan, who's not only gone around, he's got damage on the parade lap.
I think he collected Marco Andretti, perhaps. I thought I saw another blue and yellow car. Maybe it's just Kanaan. Looks like it might be just Kanaan.
Everybody was warming their tires up, spinning the tires, and we'll see here. See, they're coming around real quick because the pace lap was quick, and he lost it on cold tires.
That's Max Chilton coming by, Charlie Kimball. Oh, there's Marco Andretti. So he just got by all right, and that is a disaster, not only for Kanaan, but for Scott Dixon, because he needs Tony Kanaan to mix it up with the field as we ride on board. That's a big hit. That's a game ender.
So, well, I don't know if it's a game ender, if it's just the back wing, but he's definitely going to go laps down. But like I said, the pace was coming around that corner pretty quick on the pace lap, and he was hustling to catch up, and it looked like he got some tires maybe on the curb or the white line and lost it.
Let's listen in real time.
It's on that white line.
Ooh. How about the gearbox casing? If the attenuator is the only thing damaged, they might be able to put a new rear pod and get it back out.
It's off the ground. Might be suspension damage as well.
So the race is officially underway. These laps on the first one are being scored, but we'll go green officially coming up in just a moment. Power in the silver car, Newgarden in the blue and white car, second row, Elio, white and black car, and Pagenaud in the yellow Menards car. Ed Carpenter is the next best in class. That's another Chevy, and then the best Honda, Takuma Sato, starting 6th. We are down to 3 to go in the 2017 Verizon IndyCar Series Championship, with many still in play. Time to get it going for the last oval of the season, and here we go from Gateway.
Guys right down on the wall. Dixon was trying to slide down the wall. Newgarden goes for the lead. No, Will Power.
Power goes around, one of the championship contenders, and then up on his lid over the top is Ed Carpenter. Takuma Sato has also crashed. A major pile up as we restart in the opening moments at Gateway.
So the surface was slick for Tony Kanaan.
Power spun.
It's slick for the rest of these guys. Will Power with a really massive mistake on the first lap. Don't know if there was contact or if he just lost it. But
I thought he was all by himself.
I would think so. He was ahead as they came to turn 1. Looks like he's talking to the Homatro safety crew, which is a good sign anytime one car climbs right over on top of another.
And we had a clean day yesterday. We saw all kinds of crashes in practice and qualifying at Pocono, so that wasn't that surprising, but no problems yesterday.
Here's the thing, as we see Takuma Sato come to pit lane for repairs, when you come to a new racetrack, guys, the one thing you don't practice is being in 2nd or 3rd gear and getting after it on the throttle out on the racetrack. You never do that. You never have a chance.
It's big speed by Newgarden around the outside, and it was almost like a NASCAR type situation where he just sucked the air around on Will, because Will just went loose. We see go green, and Dixon's right against the wall, tight against the wall. He backs out, smart move, but here goes Newgarden around the outside, and it was like he just lost it all on his own, cold tires.
That was a big move from Newgarden, and boy, Will Power is lucky the way Ed Carpenter backed up gearbox first on board with Newgarden. And watch this. How about this setting a championship tone? Big move around the outside. There goes Power straight around. I think he just picked up some turbulent air, and chaos behind.
Yeah, Newgarden came down, took the line away from Will, cut the air off the front of the car. Not anything wrong with that move. He was completely clear of him, and it just pulled the back end of Will Power's car around.
And then Sato and Carpenter in reaction also get turned. Turnaround.
I'll tell you what, Helio Castro Neves was almost into that. He barely missed that.
What is it about that section of track? That's exactly the same place that Tony Kanaan lost it on the warm-up lap.
Well, there's been no different type of rubber that, you know, other support series other than Indy Lights, which we typically run with all the time as the support race. So track is clean, track is fresh. It's quite a bit cooler than it was in the afternoon when they qualified.
Not that much different than the first corner of Phoenix earlier this year, where there was 2 or 3 cars taken out. Mikhail Aloshin and Sebastian Bourdais in a similar style accident.
So after Pocono last week, it appeared like Will Power might have had the momentum. He was climbing in the championship, but he's out before it barely gets started tonight. We are now under yellow at Gateway Motorsports Park, our 3rd caution of the day, and contact for J.R. Hildebrand. He appears to be okay. He's already talked with the team. The Homatro safety crew is already there. J.R. was having a pretty decent run. He was running in 10th, but he's made pretty significant contact with the wall.
We heard on his radio, he said he thought the suspension broke or the right front tire went down. It's on the exit of 3 and 4. As we get a replay now, it's an easy flat corner for these guys, and take a look here. It just went straight. Yeah, it's broke. It's sparking.
See the sparks.
It's so something for sure broke on that car. It's been a bad night for Ed Carpenter's team.
That's a big, big hit. You are fully committed, wide open. That's like a rock on an end of a string and cutting the string, you know, spinning the rock at a furious pace. Lucky to see him get out all right, and it's been, as he said, a very, very expensive night for ECR.
Back at Gateway near St. Louis, and we are under our 4th caution. Just a moment ago, Max Chilton made contact. Exit of turn number 4 down on the inside. He's climbed out of the car. He looks good. And then several that are at the back of the field are using this chance to top off. Everyone had just made their 3rd stop, so some others coming in to top off, and some like Marco Andretti to make more significant changes. They're either changing the angle of the wing. Let's first find out what happened to Max Chilton.
Lost it behind. He was really tucked up behind the car behind him, and it just got away from him. Townsend, the back end kicked out, and he hit the outside wall pretty hard.
Behind one of the Foyt cars, probably trying to get a run, trying to stay flat through 3 and 4. Pretty good whack there.
You saw it on nonstop. 5th caution of the night at Gateway Motorsports Park, and it's for former champion and Indianapolis 500 winner Ryan Hunter-Reay. Brushed the wall.
Bent suspension in the rear. The mechanic is waving no go, no go. They need a toe link in the back. You see here, coming off the corner, he's up high and just looked like he missed the apex and brushed the wall. But there was a big pass in the background.
Yeah, Charlie Kimball.
By Charlie.
Shoved it under, but this is Ryan Hunter-Reay on the back straightaway. And, you know, that's
a big hit, but just enough to bend the suspension.
Like you said, they might be able to fix the toe link there. And he's backing away, I think, to stay on maybe the lead lap. They're probably going to try to catch back up to the field, pit again, and work on the car some more. But here's Charlie Kimball in front of his nemesis tonight, Connor Daly.
Look at this
Let's
pass.
see, this was on Munoz. Woo! That was close.
You could not have put a piece of paper between those guys.